Good afternoon, YouTube. Just another quick one. I wanted to show you the Caroline raspberries I have, which are autumn fruiting raspberries. So they grow up and they start growing in spring from the roots under the soil, and they grow to anywhere between 1 to 2 meters high, as you can see here in the raised bed. Depends how healthy the soil is. And then they spend a lot of time growing, and then they've decided that it's cool enough that they're going to flower and set fruit. And we kind of pushed it along at the moment because they had set a lot of little green fruit like these, and we decided that we wanted to give it a kick along to actually get this fruit. So 2 weeks ago my husband added some nitrogen rich fertilizer, and then we added probably 3 days ago potassium rich fertilizer, and it's just started bombarding us with fruit. So at the moment I am picking, over the past couple of days I've been picking about 4 to 5 punnets worth every day. There's enough for my daughter to snack on should she want. There's enough down low that she can go nuts picking them, and there's plenty to share with the birds at the moment that like to visit. As you can see, it's pretty loaded in all honesty, so I have no problem sharing with the birds, no problem letting my daughter go and pick what she likes. And then I still have plenty to eat fresh and freeze. So these are a really awesome variety. In my opinion, I had just the heritage variety before, and I thought that was great, and I grew the heritage variety this year as well. So this is the Caroline, and then I grew the heritage, and it was nowhere near as productive, honestly. Now I don't know whether that's a location and soil difference or whether it's just variety, but what I know is these are so prolific, these Caroline raspberries, that these are the ones that I'll be having going forward, and I will probably dig up the heritage raspberries and put something else in its spot, because with production like this I really don't see the need to have the other variety, especially when it's just the red variety as well. So I just thought I would share a variety that works really, really well, in my opinion, in Canberra, especially when the temperatures can go up and down a bit dramatically here, and these seem to cope quite well with that. Yeah, so just another little note for myself and for anyone else that's thinking of putting berry canes or raspberry canes, to be specific. Now all my summer raspberries, I have some over here that are looking a bit sad. These ones up here look better. They've probably had the most water, these ones up here, and they're starting to put on their flowers on the tip. So summer fruiting raspberries, they grow up in their first year, so these are first year canes, and what they do is they spend all their energy growing really big, and then when it gets to the point where it's time to end of season, cooling off, going into autumn, that will give you what's known as a tip crop if you haven't broken the tips off the end, the growing tip. So this is what this is trying to do here. It's about to throw all its flowers, and it will give us a little taste of the raspberries that we're to expect next year, or if this is not your first time putting the particular variety in, it'll give you another taste of what you had in late spring. So these are my summer fruiters as well, over in a different location where I've just tidied them up. Now I'll show you just how high these ones can get. So just for reference, that's another spot for my summer fruiting raspberries. And a lot of those are reaching all the way up to the top. So they've been really, really healthy this year. And they're starting to throw flowers and they're starting to set fruit. Now, they're the ones I'm going to keep. I do have a mess of little raspberries down here. So what I'm going to do with those is, when it gets a little bit cooler, I'm just going to dig these up along here and pot them up and either give them away or sell them off. I hope this helps anyone that's thinking of putting raspberries in. I mean, summer ones are great, but I'm not going to keep as many of them as I originally had. They used to be all that I had, and I thought a raspberry was just a raspberry, and it just took 2 years and that was it, and you couldn't get around it, and you just had to be patient. But while these are great for early on fruits, these summer fruiting raspberries, I must say that the true hero, when you have no berries left, everything's ending off, are the Caroline autumn raspberries. So I'll keep my small selection of those, and then where I've got all the other summer ones put in that I thought was just what you had to have, and it just took up 2 years worth of space, and it just won't be happening. Because what happens when I've picked all of these, after all it's fruited, these Caroline autumn raspberries, you chop it all off and you just keep the root underneath. So I'll probably keep about 5 centimeters above the ground, and that leaves that raised bed again. So I'll essentially be able to plant things on top of it, add some more compost and soil, plant things on top of it for a winter crop or something else. And then when that dies off in the spring, these will just come up again, which is a brilliant system. And honestly, I think if I can transition out of the majority of the summer ones, I'm going to, because you honestly get more value out of the autumn ones. But I do like having a little bit of variety and some raspberries, I must say, early season. I'll do a video hopefully soon about how I plan for having berries spanning over the warmer months. So I try and have at least something going all the way through spring, summer, into late summer and early autumn. Alright, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down below about what you're doing in regards to berries or raspberries in particular, or if you've got any questions, I'd love to hear it and I'll help where I can. Until next time, bye!